the US has conducted its sixth airstrike on Houthi rebel sites in Yemen via fighter jets targeting anti-ship missile launchers set for deployment. As per a US official, the FA-18 aircraft from the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower aircraft carrier has successfully carried out the strike. Satellites were reportedly conducted in the western city port of Hodeidah, wherein they were meant to target the Al Jabana neighborhood. However, exact location of the US strikes remains unconfirmed. So, of course, the lectures that is coming in at this point of time. Meanwhile, joining us on the broadcast is Major General Sudhakar Ji. Good afternoon, sir, and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. Now, of course, what we're learning at this point of time is that US has conducted its sixth airstrike on Houthi rebel sites in Yemen via fighter jet targeting anti-ship missile launchers. What do you make of these developments that are coming in?
Yeah, Shavati, good afternoon. Thank you for getting me to your show through the phone call. All I would say, the situation continues to be very, very complex and going to unfold for days to come in a very serious manner, because each of the incident taking place has got multiple linkages. You know, there is a thing called as Mexican statism. What is Mexican statism? Mexican statism is in a scenario where you have multiple stakeholders. Each of the stakeholder is pointing two guns at the other. And to give an example, like Iran against Israel, Iran has, propped up Hezbollah and the Hamas and the Islamic militias, jihadis, against Israel. Israel has got who all? Israel is playing against Iran in Azerbaijan, as also it has got the Kurdistan Iraqi militias. So similarly, when you talk about Iran and Saudi Arabia, you have the two groups, the Iraqi militias, as also you have the Syrian, the spy network which is working. So similarly, what I'm saying is the situation is very complex. Biden himself has already admitted that this fire against the Houthi firepower is not effective. What it amounts to is that the surveillance network and the intelligence acquisition is very, very poor. In my opinion and my assessment, whatever resources US and UK have applied in this region, they need to consolidate, they need to carry out some brainstorming session and narrow down to the specific, whichever target they're engaging, in case they want to be effective against Houthis, they have to be very, very surgical and specific. And failing which, I'm afraid, Shavadi, that the conflict is going to actually expand in its sphere. It will go beyond the boundaries. As it is, it has already activated the boundary between Iran and Pakistan. But there is a great danger that India has to play its card very, very deftly, in a very meticulous manner. We need to make our anti-infiltration grid along the western border formidable, make our surveillance network effective, and also be mindful of the fact that Pakistan is heading for elections in the first week of February. For all you know, all these security situations, they may tantamount and compel the stakeholders in Pakistan to reschedule the elections. So there are multiple issues. This is the election year. You have maximum number of countries going for elections. Biden is also, the rating of Biden is down. The rating of Sunak is going down. So there are a host of issues. While on one hand, they cannot actually forego this option, the other hand, they have to be effective and also make sure that they restrict the military activities to an area, isolated area, so that it doesn't spread beyond the defined boundaries. Back to you, please.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.